What's up, New Richmond? It's Tobias with NR Watch. I wanted to give an update to talk about my attendance at the October 27th Q&A session, which wasn't really a Q&A session. It was a 45-minute presentation with charts and slides and talking points, which isn't really a Q&A. It's message control. It's what we call Gish Gallop, where they overwhelm the audience with numbers and charts and claims before anyone could question anything in real time before they move on. And by the time the floor opened up, the audience had already been led to the exact conclusion the district wanted. During that presentation, they brought up something I had heard before throughout this whole levy thing, which is the term fiscal caution. They released the fiscal caution letter on October 23rd, 2025, and at first I thought, finally, because I'd been asking about that letter for weeks. And then I actually read the one that they posted and saw the date, which was October 23rd, 2025, nearly a full year after they claimed the district was placed under fiscal caution. And that triggered a memory of something, an exchange that me and board member Wooten had on Facebook, where he said earlier this year in January, the district was placed under fiscal caution by the Ohio Department of Education. And that didn't sit right with me, because according to the Ohio Department of Education's own website, a district must receive written notice at least 10 business days before fiscal caution officially takes effect. So if Wooten was telling the truth about January, then where is that January letter? I went through the district's own records, and there's no mention of fiscal caution in the December 16th meeting, and none in January either. And the first official acknowledgement of any state oversight doesn't appear until February 18th of 2025. And look at what they actually said in that meeting. Financial reduction plan to address the district being placed in the Ohio DEW precautionary status, not fiscal caution, precautionary status, the stage before fiscal caution, which is basically a warning and not a declaration. So in February, they admit they're in precautionary status, but now months later, they're telling the public they were in fiscal caution back in January, and those are two completely different things. The day after that February meeting, February 19th, the district submitted its required workbook to the state, and right at the top it says, Precaution Written Plan. That's their own document, not mine. It confirms they weren't under fiscal caution yet, they were still at the warning stage. Then months later, they finally released the fiscal caution letter, dated October 23rd, 2025, almost a year after their supposed January declaration. It even references fiscal year 2026, not 2025, and the state's fiscal oversight list from November 1st doesn't even include New Richmond. So when exactly were they placed in fiscal caution? According to their own paperwork, they weren't. So was the timeline they gave the public a mistake, or was this a deliberate misrepresentation to manufacture a crisis designed to create urgency before the vote? So they like to use the word transparency a lot, but the word transparency isn't about what you say. It's about what you're trying to hide. They hid the real fiscal caution timeline. They hid the difference between precautionary and fiscal status, and that's not transparency. That is deliberate manipulation. You can vote however you want, but please vote informed. This is Tobias with NR Watch.